Hi everyone, my name is Wyatt Barkley and I am a fourth year information design student studying at Mount Royal University. Over the past 2 semesters, myself and other information design students were tasked with focusing on one of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Goals. I chose Goal 13, climate change. Students set out to analyze a local or global wicked problem and emphasize structures in place that restrict or impede humankind to solve or mitigate these issues. I chose to research UN Goal 13, climate change, specifically its relationship to human health, as this is one of the most pressing matters currently around the world. I conducted extensive desk research into the complex relationship to identify how this diverse system results in the transmission of viruses, like COVID-19 currently. I also reached out to environmentalists and, more importantly, infectious disease specialists from the University of Alberta in Edmonton, and as well through an open source Q&A from a Dr. Aaron Bernstein from the Harvard School of Public Health. I found that biodiversity and infectious diseases are related through invasive human activity within ecosystems. Transmission occurs through a process called zoonosis. Direct zoonosis is where the disease is directly transmitted from animals to humans through media such as the air, as in an influenza virus, or through bacteria, fungus, and parasites. In contrast, transmission can also occur via an intermediate species referred to as a vector, which carries the pathogen without showing any symptoms. However, we do know that climate change alters how we interact with other species and their habitats, and that matters to our health due to the higher risk of transmission during disruptive activities. A globalized planet also creates globalized transmission, resulting in epidemic and pandemic situations. Many of the root causes of climate change also increase the risk of communicable diseases in humans. Deforestation, which occurs mostly for agricultural purposes, is the largest cause of habitat loss worldwide. Loss of habitat forces animals to migrate and potentially come in contact with other animals and people and inevitably share germs. Wet markets and improper handling of meat and animal byproducts is yet another human activity that increases potential for zoonotic virus transmission. Large livestock farms can also serve as a source of the spillover of infections from animals to people based on the physical stress and close proximity to livestock and poorly maintained or sanitized facilities. Less demand for animal meat and more sustainable animal husbandry could actually decrease emerging infectious disease risk and also lower greenhouse gas emissions. There are many critical reasons to take action against climate change, and human extinction is rapidly becoming higher on that list. Global warming and pollution are steadily creating an inhospitable planet, and our actions and activities further this process exponentially. Our habits seem small, but they add up, and we're all responsible. The protection of human health directly coincides with climate action. I chose this topic because of how important the natural world is to human existence and, frankly, how miserable it is experiencing global pandemics. Many of our planet's ecosystems have been and continue to be destroyed and mishandled, and the consequences are almost certainly irreversible. Reducing the frequency of infectious diseases is one issue that we're all too familiar with in 2020 and are currently experiencing as a direct result of invasive human impact throughout global ecosystems. For a more in-depth look at the system that I have identified and that I fight for, visit infodesigncapstone.ca. Thank you.